Hi, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. If you're new and haven't watched me before, hi. I'm kind of, I don't know how to describe my way, but there you go, you'll probably find out if you watch. Right, well today I thought, look at this, hemlock poison. One of the few places I know that grows it. Well, one of the things I love about doing what I do and the kind of person I am, I'm a bit of a detective. I like a mystery and working it out. So often what I do generally is I get to a place where I'm working, and then what I'll do is I'll have a look round just to see. Well, sometimes it's not even, I find things not even when I'm looking round, you know. I mean, basically I use the theory of beat the bounds. So you go to some of the extreme areas and sort out, unless you're doing a particular job that doesn't, you know, and you don't need to check anywhere out because you did it last week or yesterday or whatever. So yeah, so today I'll discuss animal issues. This is probably one of another, and continuing from the black frog spawn mystery. So I was walking up here and then I spotted this. Which, this is I think this is the first dump of rabbit dump, because it's dry, it's not fully digested, because they leave their pellets and then come back for them. So I had a look round. I think I found another area somewhere up here, but it's rare we have any problem with rabbits. Here, as you can see, we're on the edge of a wood. Not really, you know, it's the first sign of rabbit I've ever seen, and I've been here for 20 years, getting on for 20 years. Anyway, earlier on, I spotted all this. Yeah, a hole. I don't think it's all the way down. It's only partly, I think. Let's have a... Yeah. It's all... No, you hit soft ground, so I was wondering what that was. But then I noticed this and this, and that is telltale badger. But also, while I was in here, I spotted this. But that was after I spotted this. Now sometimes animals can do things that cause this, but so basically it looks like there's two kinds of trouble. Now that looks, I don't know if that is connected to the box or whether it's a separate thing. So I will have to report back on that one. As for the animal, that, the hole there, that doesn't, that's too far in for a badger, but they have moved the stone, so I'll have to conclude it's badger. But badgers are dodgy in that they can rip up all of your land if you're on an ancient badger path, which this isn't. So, but they do a considerable amount of damage, and there is some digging down at the step as well. So we shall see about that. So I'm thinking that it could be that because we've had 2 hot summers followed by the wettest year we've ever had, so I don't know, because it doesn't look like blight to me. I mean, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. And because we've got that there, I'm inclined to think that it might be to do with where it is, the sewage. So I'm going to conclude that it's possibly a fox, because I've spoken to some people around here and they've seen foxes. So I haven't found any droppings, because that would be the telltale giveaway, as you saw if you watched the black frog spawn video. So I'm going to assume it's fox, because they do a similar kind of digging, although that bit at the top of the steps there, that's bigger than a fox, so that could be badger. So my conclusion once again is that I haven't got one. So I'm going to keep an eye on the box and the other laurels that are around there, but I don't know. You know, when you've got developed land, you don't know what builders have shoved under there. Bear that in mind. Well, around the same time as I was investigating this, you know, the badger, or suspected badger, which is still on the possibilities, I also did a time lapse looking over here, and here's what I found. Now that's a big fox, and probably could have moved the stone, so I'll have to have them both suspect, because up at the top behind the house I have seen badgers before, but also something is coming in and digging up, which could equally be a fox. And what we have here looks to me like badger digging. If you look, there's some snuffling being done. In fact, if you look down there, there's a lot of badger snuffling. That's what they do. They have their snout to the ground and they hear stuff. It's incredible what animals can hear. They're digging quite deep though, look at that. I wonder what that would be. If anyone knows, feel free to tell me, because I don't know much about the mating habits. That's kind of the one thing I do know stuff about. Just sort of the habits of badgers. You know, and there is that classic line of that football manager, Ian Holloway, and his team had just won an FA Cup match against a team in a higher division, and he was being interviewed. He said what was it he said? Something like, they're as happy as badgers in the rutting season. It was a classic. Well, much as I love those creatures, they do cause a lot of damage if they get in your gardens. This area is the latrine. Those of you of a sensitive disposition, look away now. Okay, you're safe. Yeah, badgers, they can cause a lot of damage in the garden. I know of one garden that was built on an ancient badger track route, and it caused over £16,000 worth of damage because they had to redo their garden, as well as putting very, very severe defences on their fence, because they come through and they just trash everything if they get in. That one I just showed you, I found that dead on the road as I came here, and this is a tiny road, so I don't know what happened. It's not like the place where I found it. You couldn't really drive that fast. You couldn't really drive more than 30, not really. There's signs badger's been digging. You see little holes, probably tennis ball size and little bit smaller, golf ball size, tennis ball size, little holes where the turf is dug up, and that'll be badger. But yeah, you know, I love them, but there's a point in the year when there are a lot that I see on the road. Spring and autumn is obviously when everything comes out or gets ready for going back in again. So yeah, that's one of the major pests in the countryside, badgers. And I'm not a fan of culling, but seeing as we've messed around with so many creatures, yeah, I don't know what the answer is. Bring back all the old ones and let people die normally, I think is the answer. That's what I think anyway. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.